Veteran Nollywood actor, popularly known as Mr. Ibu, has died. The actor, whose real name is John Okafor, was 62. According to reports from sources close to him, the veteran comedian passed away at Evercare Hospital. Many fans have shared condolences on X, reminiscing about movies the late actor featured in and made popular. Details surrounding the cause of death are still unclear. Mr. Ibu's family and representatives have yet to comment publicly. The actor had been battling health issues since October 2023 and had undergone multiple surgeries that led to the amputation of his leg. The news of his death comes less than 24 hours after the demise of another Nollywood actor, Kadiri Oyebamiji, popularly known as Sisi Kadiri.
I don't like the way you embarrassed my wife and I yesterday.
You are very stupid. Yes. How can you go and carry a woman 6 times your size and say you are going to marry her? You want to kill yourself? That reminds me. My new wife will soon move in with us. If you see her, you like her. She's like mommy water.
Ma, Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. You want to marry mommy water? Eh? Where are you going to live with her? Is it in River Benue or River Niger? Okay. Let me ask you, Papa. If you said that this woman is as beautiful as you said, how come she agreed to marry you?
You're a fool. What are you trying to say? Am I not handsome?
A true legend. May his soul rest in peace. Shaito, Steve, we all know that Mr. Ibu, was a household name. We made a lot of people happy. I mean, just looking at that sound bite, I mean, you cannot help but just love the gentleman. But he's had a really hard time since 2020. I mean, he's been in and out of the hospital. At one point, they said that he was poisoned. I mean, he actually said he was poisoned. And also, just last year, he got the amputation of his leg. I mean, there were a lot of stories saying that he had diabetes, but it was debunked. And, they said that it was a blood clot. The stories going around is that he died of a cardiac arrest. Really sad situation. Nollywood has really gone through a hard time. Only recently, like I said, Sisi Kadiri just passed. And I believe the president of the Screen Actors Guild also talked about Kate Henshaw's mother passing as well. I mean, it's a really, really sad time. May their souls rest in peace. I hope that the family gets, both of them, their families get some succor somehow. Steve?
Absolutely, Oji. I mean, it's a very sad one. Sorry. And I think that is one death too many for this industry that is designed to make people happy. And these were the people who live in many, households with their craft, with their talent, with their skills, with their personality. For Mr. Ibu, Charles Okafor, I mean, I had a honor of featuring him in my last book, 3 Decades of the New Nigerian Cinema. And you can leave a man like that out of a major project like that because he was one of the very best. Not just as a comedian, but as an actor. He elevated the craft, and he gave his best, to the industry. You are very correct. He's been in and out of the hospital for a number of years, especially since 2020 when the issue of the poisoning came. And then last year when he had to be amputated, and things like that. I think essentially that he has gone home to rest.
Yes.
Because no man should have to go through the things that he passed through. The tussle within his family, the controversies surrounding money being raised. And of course, everything leading to his death also, in a way, exposed the not so good part of his industry. For years, people have been talking about insurance, for actors, for filmmakers, etc. Not much of a success has been recorded in that respect. I believe that that's one of the key areas that the leaders of the guilds and associations, around and within Nollywood should focus on, because it shouldn't be every time that an actor or a filmmaker falls ill that they will have to go cap in hand, to solicit for funding.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong in, crowdfunding and everything. But I mean, I think that given what they invest in making people happy, they do not deserve, the kind of, pain that they go through. For Sisi Quadri too, it's such a shame, given that he was, I mean, you wouldn't call him a comedian as such, but of course the type of acting that he brought to homes made people laugh because it's very entertaining. I mean, he was very gifted when it comes to yabis, that you say, he could abuse the hell out of, and I'm sure that a lot of people saw what he did, with, what's his name again, that, the guy on social media, Macaroni, Mr. Macaroni, that was lovely. Coming out of the normal films and television series to do, that skit with Mr. Macaroni. That also exposed him to wider type of audiences. And it's so sad that he just finished shooting the Anikulapo series, the series by Kunle Afolayan. I noticed that he was not at the premiere last Sunday, exactly 1 week ago. All the other artists on set, were there, but he wasn't there. But it turned out that he had been ill. And of course, a few days later, he was rushed to the hospital. And sadly, we lost him. I think that Nigeria will miss these two gentlemen. The industry will miss them. But of course, I mean, their deaths should call for better welfare package for people in that sector.
I mean, I agree with you completely, and you've really highlighted on the point. Very, very sad news, coming in, Mr. Ibu passing away at Everke Hospital. The official report is that he suffered a cardiac arrest, and that was what led to his demise. Just like you've rightfully mentioned, he battled a lot with his health. I was reading a statement from his family that said that over the past 4 years, he had undergone about 7 different surgeries, inclusive of the one where he had to be amputated. And, towards the end of his life, there was a lot of, back and forth and controversy about, how much was being, how much had been donated, certain family members that had, kind of tried to take advantage. But he came out, at the end of that and said, I'm doing much better.
Yeah.
What Nigerians were waiting for was for him to actually be flown out of the country for an additional surgeries, which was supposed to make him better. But I guess he wasn't able to make it that far. But definitely, even with the actor Mr. Quadri as well, I just want to sympathize. We sympathize with the family, and we just pray that their souls rest in perfect peace.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that you couldn't have said it any better. There has to be a call for a better welfare package for not just people in the entertainment industry. We have also seen people in the sports industry being neglected. Coaches and all of those.
Medals for Nigeria, things like that.
And they've really, really put us in the limelight, and they've made us really proud, and they shouldn't suffer the way that they have done. Again, may Mr. Ibu's soul rest in peace. Hearts goes out to their families.